Horsepower top hand suede cowboy boots look great and they're a spectacular value. I've had mine for about a year and a half now, and with so many projects that we have around our new house, I thought it would be a fun video to do an update on these boots. So today I'm sharing everything that you need to know about this brand while clearing brush and swearing at stumps while we get ready to finish a fence. Let's get into it.
I'm just here to connect ya, and then I'll be on my way.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and always like and comment and share this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. I've had a lot of compliments about these horsepower top hand suede boots, model number 9500. And it's been a really popular boot on my platforms, especially on Instagram. So I figured, why not do an update video? We got lots of projects here around the new house, so let's get to it. Today we have to clear the brush so we can finish the fence with something more secure than what the previous owners made. And of course, I'm booted up in the horsepower top hand suede boots, model number 9500, camel color suede with some nice green tops and an awesome cutter toe. While my wife clears out some of the branches on the side, I'm going to take care of the stumps that are in our path and in the way of where the fence will go. I'm going to put a gate on this side too, so I'll be doing a lot of walking up and down this stretch, so we got to make sure it's clear. First, I got to see what I'm dealing with, so I cut down some of the little offshoots and push away the dirt, and it looks like this stump grew up alongside what used to be the driveway, so we're dealing with lots of different surfaces here. These horsepower boots are made for lots of different surfaces with their hybrid outsole. It's mainly a leather outsole, but it has a strip of rubber where the boot sees the most wear. This gives the outsole more durability and grip while maintaining the lightweight nature of a leather outsole boot. It's also on there with a Goodyear welt, so they can be resoled. After a little bit more clearing and premature chopping, I found out that the stump actually grew up right in the middle of the old driveway, so it's surrounded by concrete. Looks like this stump is staying here for a while, but I'm gonna cut it down so it's out of the way a little more. When I got sick of the handsaw, I went back to the hatchet and I was able to kick it over with my heel in no time. The heel is about a 1.5 inch stacked leather heel, which has proven to hold up well over the past year since this boot is no stranger to the rain and snow. With much of the branches and offshoots down, we cleared the area more so I could find the other roots that were in the way of where our finished fence would be. Wearing my Area M7 jeans over the top of these 13-inch tall boots made it so no debris got inside the boots. I love the forest green tops with the orange and cream machine stitch pattern too. With the area cleared, it was time to get to some of these roots and swear at them as they were removed. Fucking loser. You thought you had stood a chance in my yard? Everything was going great until it was time for the roots to get a win. No! Since all these new tools suck nowadays, you can help support my content by becoming a member to get exclusive access to extra boot content, music content, live streams, and more. This way, I can buy tools that won't break on the first day of using them. The support system of that pickaxe was garbage, but the support system inside the horsepower top hand boots are great. With narrow, average, and wide width sizes, you can get the perfect arch support, and the removable insoles are just okay. You can see some of the fabric fraying, and under that, they have a leather-lined top to a composite footbed to save costs. Let's tape up this handle and see if we can make it work for the rest of the day. Off to a great start. Now we're finding our stride with the taped up pickaxe.
There we go. I got you now, bitch.
loser.
Last thing we need to do before we get to the last roots is to remove this janky fence the previous owners made. With a little bit of digging and some muscle, whoops, the fence is rolled up and ready for the dump. It's not the only one ready for a dump either. There were just a couple more stubborn stumps growing up around that old janky fence, and with the fence removed, I can get to them easily. Asshole. Weak ass. These boots certainly hold on to a lot of dirt thanks to the fact that they are suede, but they clean up easy, and I have a video of how to do that if you're curious. Looks like we're all done, and we're ready to dig some post holes and set the posts. Here's the before and after. If you like the idea of getting updates on how some of these boots are performing, the next part of this project is digging the post holes and setting the posts for the fence. So let me know what boots you'd like to see during that portion of the project. I got an entire video of all my boots. I also have a list at the link in the description. These horsepower top hand boots are really good for the price. I have to say that for the price, they offer much more than a lot of other brands out there in a similar price range. They have 3 different width sizes. They got narrow, they got average, and they got wide width. And, you know, it's not the best fit. I'd have to say it's a little big. So if you're like on the edge, you might want to size down a half a size. I probably could have sized down a half size, but my favorite sock is the Thorlos 12-hour work shift sock, which kind of fills up a little bit extra space and gives you like a half of a foot size larger than what you usually would be because it has cushion in the sock. So the fact that this runs just a little bit big is okay for me because I'm able to wear my favorite socks with it. The hybrid outsole here is a huge value. If it didn't have this hybrid outsole, I would have already run through this leather outsole and it would need a resole. But because there is this strip of rubber here, I'm getting longer wear and more grip than what it would be if it was leather, but it still has the weight of a leather outsole cowboy boot. Horsepower top hand boots are made in Mexico and they are very different from the regular horsepower boots. I don't know if they're still doing regular horsepower boots, but you can still find them out there. Horsepower top hand is much, much better than just the regular horsepower line. So I would say that if you're gonna get a horsepower boot, go top hand. The horsepower boots, they have much more cost savings methods, like they have a robust heel and some other things about them on the inside that makes them more cheaply made. This one is closer to what Anderson Bean is making right now, and to be honest, I think you're getting a lot more here for the money than what you get with an Anderson Bean boot. Sure, Anderson Bean is a little bit more traditionally made, but they also have robust heels. And the reason why I'm comparing top hand horsepower boots to Anderson Bean is because they are owned by the same company. In the Anderson Bean family of brands is Anderson Bean, Riosa Mercedes, Horsepower, Macy Bean. So it's in that family of brands, and I actually like what Horsepower top hand is doing better than what Anderson Bean is doing recently. I just think it's a really good boot for the price. And it looks great too. I get lots of compliments on this boot. The camel suede looks great. It does stain a little bit, but it cleans up too. Personally, I like the look of a suede or rough out that gets dirty. It just looks better on a rough out boot, in my opinion. And the fact that this is paired with a forest green up here, the design of this boot is just perfect. So that's why in a recent ranking video where I was ranking all my cutter toe boots, this one came in at number 4. And it was only behind Blackjack and a pair of boots that I made myself. So for the value and the sizing and the fit here, I don't think that you can go wrong. Plus, it's got a hybrid outsole, which is going to increase the wear. I have a promo code for these. You can get them over at cartersboots.com, and you can save 10% with code Jeremiah Craig, which brings the price of these to around $270, which is $70 to $80 cheaper than a Tecovas suede boot that's pretty much exactly the same. And those don't have a hybrid outsole, and they don't have more width sizes. So this is just a better boot overall from a Tecovas, and it's cheaper. Its value compared to its quality is pretty impressive, and that's what I think, but I want to know your thoughts in the comments for people coming through. I made a extended test video about this before if you want to see that as well. So lots more content to come. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Horsepower top hand stands out among brands with its great fit and value. It's horsepower top hand. Thank you so much for watching today. Why don't you check out my original extended test review up here? Or I got a music video down here I think you might enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.